slap. Yeah, Frost Talk podcast. I got my homeboy. I got my little nephew. Finally came through in the podcast.
We in this biz, bro. We in this motherfucker.
Hell yeah. How you doing, bro?
I'm doing great, man. Shit.
Hell yeah. So before we get off into it, I gotta ask you, bro. That video hard, bro. Give me the run on that. Who shot that for you?
Shrips. If you know who that is.
Oh, he like an engineer too, right?
Yeah, he an engineer. He's NWMC Murders engineer.
Okay.
So yeah, he do a lot of work for him. So yeah, he came out for me. He's also really good friends with Blaze. So that's how I got put together. I pretty much I needed somebody to do a video, and then Blaze pretty much put me on.
Hell yeah.
And then it went from there for real. And then shout out to Backwoods Bar and Grill out in Mineral Point, Missouri. Man, they I fuck with the owner heavy, so he let me come out and shoot the whole video at his bar while they was packed up and everything. So
hell yeah, that's lit. That's lit. Where is Homeboy's studio at?
It's right next to the Lint Brewery.
Okay, yeah. My nephews had went out there or whatever. I was trying to figure out where the fuck that was at. Yeah, shout out to them though. Like for real. That track go like for real. So at the beginning of every podcast, man, I always give like my little intro, like how I met you, like what you mean to me, and like what I believe you mean to the game. From my point of view. So Daytime, man, used to be known as D3, right?
No, it was first it was DT3.
Okay.
And then it changed to just DT, and then now it's Daytime.
Hell yeah! So I know my homeboy.
That nigga dead though. That nigga DT dead.
He said he ain't here today.
He dead. Gone.
But I got started off with you like back in the day, and honestly, it was before I leveled up. It was kind of like right around the time I started doing events on my own.
Yeah, you were at the Foo Bar.
Yeah.
It was the Foo Bar.
Doing shit at the Foo Bar. Down there, had a little podcast on My City, My Music, like a lot of people did. Shout out to Justin, Kick It, whatever, putting a lot of people on and shit like that. So, yeah, I met you back in those days. You would pull up, kill it, do the damn thing. There's a rumor that you're not blind, but that's always been like one of the. That's
always been the thing, man. No matter where I go, that's always been like the thing. Like, man, you ain't blind.
Like, we don't believe that nigga.
Yeah, we don't believe that nigga.
No, I've seen a handful of situations where I'm like, yeah, bro. But yeah, you would be out there, Foo Bar, just rapping reckless as fuck. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, man, who is this kid with all this heart? You know what I'm saying? Who is this kid with all this talent? You know what I'm saying? Like, you really came in and got it in like the hard way. And the dope thing about you is like you jumped off the porch so early that I think I've known you for about 5 years and you still young. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You jumped off the porch like super early. So yeah, you used to pull up, kill it for me at the Foo Bar. You had a podcast over there in My City, My Music with my homeboy Wook. Yeah. And them over there, down there on South Broadway, and just someone that I always kept an eye on, someone that I always tried to keep contact with. We may have like little gaps where we're not linking up on shows, but we always end up linking back up, and it's been like that since. Yeah,
you was the first person to put me on any show. Like that's like Pajama Jam that 1 year, bro. Like I pulled up, and that was my first show ever.
Hell yeah, that's dope. So shit, we go back to like about 2017. So yeah, that's my homeboy Daytime for sure. So all right, so we already talking about the names off the jump, so we might as well get into it. So how did you go from like having like 3 different rap names? Like how did we get to this point?
Man, I think it really started really like. I came up with the name, but like I never really was feeling the name. It was just always something temporary. But then like drugs got in the picture one night, and then as soon as drugs got in the picture, like you get to thinking about like all types of shit, and then you be like, man, like I just like was like, man, like I want a new name. But then like I always see myself as my dad's son. Like I'm my dad's only son.
Hell yeah.
So like Daytime, the sun makes it bright, and it's pretty much a play on spelling of my actual real name, Damon Tyson. So
okay.
So it just made sense, and I just ran with it, and people stuck with it, and people call me Daytime now. Like they forgot all about DT or whoever he was.
Hell yeah. All right. So still on the name type subject. Tell me the difference between like DT and Daytime.
DT was a kid, just pretty much just a kid. He was just a kid, no responsibilities, no real didn't have to worry about it. Like, but at the same time, he was going through a lot as a kid, as a teenager. When Daytime was born, he was somebody who went through a bunch of shit, experienced a lot of life, and then came out as kind of like thinking about the world and how you view shit a lot differently, and how I approach stuff, not even with just music, just in life, period. You know.
Hell yeah.
So it's just kid me, adult me. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's pretty much how it went. Like,
yeah.
Like DT, he didn't see nothing. Like he seen like regular life, like it was nothing. I was in the house, but when Daytime was born, you know, I was out the house. Like, we was in the streets and shit, like, and we was doing drugs. We was in the trap. So like we was just going crazy. Like, that's just what we all decided that we wanted to do. Like, we just wanted to like fuck this like normal life shit. Like, we want to go live life and be crazy.
Hell yeah, I could definitely feel that. I feel that for sure. So, what side of town you from, bro?
So I'm originally from the west side of St. Louis. I'm originally from the Ville, Cottage Road. I went to Cope Brilliant Elementary School.
Okay.
And then pretty much due to the amount of home invasions, just on our house alone, my dad decided to finally move, and then my family started to move all towards North County. Like, so pretty much most of my family, they all live in North County. So I started going to Hazelwood East.
Okay, shout out to
shit
Hazelwood.
Like that.
Yeah.
And then that's where I kind of stayed. So like, my family's Castle Point right now, and still to this day. And yeah, North County's my home for real. Like, I visit all the time. You know what I'm saying? That's all my family is at. You know.
Yeah.
You know, but now I'm in Park Hills now, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, for sure. So, like, when did you start doing music?
I think. So I always been that kid rapping, like, in school, even way before I went the whole vision thing. It was always, I'm a rap and freestyle, and I would get in trouble for listening to trap music and shit like that. But I started rapping. This is a funny story, right?
Yeah.
All right, you might know him. I got a cousin in the game. He OG. He put me on and everything. His name Jamal. Everybody know him as Small and Man the Misfit.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it's my older cousin, blood cousin. My dad's brother. Not my dad's brother. My dad's cousin. Their moms are related. But he put me on one day. Well, pretty much like he made music with my dad, and they made music like ever since I was a little kid. Like, I can remember them kicking me out the booth, like you annoying, like you in the way. and as I got older, I wanted to rap, and I used to make little raps and stuff like that. And I would freestyle over beats on YouTube, just sitting, chilling, doing nothing. But he was making music, seeing a little like buzz, little success, got him like a little deal or whatever, and I was kind of hating on him, like man, you pushing 40 gang, like, like, you know what I'm saying, like, man, like, what you rapping about, man, like, that ain't what we listen to, like, we listening to Chief Keef, like, you know what I'm saying, like, your shit ain't hitting like how my shit hitting, you know what I'm saying, like, you know what I'm saying, you don't know, like, I got some straight shit coming for you, bro, and he took offended, he was offended as fuck, but he cussed me out, like he was like, man, you don't know what the fuck you talking about, like, you look cuz, like, you talking to a grown ass man, like, yada yada, and then he was like, you know what, I'm gonna put you in the studio, and like that next Saturday he had me in the studio, and then like, I don't even think I made any songs, but we just kind of like talked, where I kind of got the feel of it, and then like the next week I was in the studio and I made like my first 2 tracks, and then I just kept going. Then eventually my dad was like, man, you gotta learn how to do this shit yourself, because studio time is expensive.
It is. And I told my nephew.
So that's what I started doing. My dad bought me my first MacBook. He bought me my first mic, my first interface, my first speakers, first headphones for my studio. It all started with my dad, like buying all this shit, because he I don't know why, but he just believed in, like, that's what I wanted to do, and I was good at it, bro. And I dedicated myself like a lot of nights, bro, like no sleep, like learning how to mix and like just do whatever, bro. Like
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. That's a hell of a way to come in, bro. That's hella interesting. Like, for real. What was the name of those first 2 songs you did?
One was called Woes.
Yeah.
And then one was the other one. The very first one was a remix to Drill Time by
Okay.
Slim Jesus.
Hell yeah. Okay, yeah.
It was yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
How old was you when you jumped off the porch with that?
Fuck, bro. I think I was 13.
Okay.
I think I was 13.
Hell yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, and like compared to then now, I'm like, man, like shit's changed so much, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was those 2, and then I made a bunch of songs within like that year. I remember releasing the whole like mixtape or something. Like I had something on SoundCloud. I had a lot of SoundCloud music back then, and that I was releasing, and then I kind of like gradually just moved on like from SoundCloud to other platforms as time. Well, no, I took a long ass break, and then that's when Daytime was born, and then everything changed.
Yeah. Okay, I see you for sure. So shit, 13, shit, that's like middle school years, bro. Like, what is it like rapping in like middle school?
Man, shit. At first, it was really uncomfortable. Like around my parents. Like I remember the first like that first day my dad took me to that first studio session with my cousin. We was like outside, like in the middle of the hood, and we was just standing outside the cars and stuff. We was like picking up somebody else for a studio session, and they was like, little nigga like spit a freestyle, but like this is my father right here, and like like black people, the way we grow up, you know what I mean, with the cuss in front of your parents, you ain't supposed to, none of that. So I'm like, man, but I met that like little kid age, like that badass kid age, where like really all I do is cuss when I rap. So yeah, like I had to spit like a freestyle, and it was so trash because like the whole time just like, man, don't curse, I don't want to get in trouble, I don't know what he gonna think, and like I might have let one slip, and then like after I realized, like he realized that it was like it was just with my art, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you just expressing yourself.
Yeah, and then from there, yeah, then, but outside of like school, like I was the only like it was like me and like 2 other dudes who wanted to be rappers, and like there and then, like, so I was like only one when I and before I actually went to the studio, I was recording like on my phone and stuff like that. So people always heard me rap, but they never heard something like in the studio. As soon as they heard like that one song like in the studio, like they was like, damn, like that shit sound good. Like you need to keep going with that. That's why I just kept pushing with it. Just kept working and like perfecting my craft. That's really like a lot of my career is like me just figuring out what sounds good and perfecting, making actual good music,
Yeah, for real. To be good, no, fuck that. Like to be great at anything, like you just really got to sit down and nerd out with it.
Yeah,
you know
like
what I'm saying?
like I got a lot of friends that I'm putting on a lot of rappers in the hills right now, and they main thing like, man, like we need to get in the studio more. Like I'm telling, and I'm like, yeah, like, and they want to say they want to learn how to, just be able to lay they tracks down. I'm like, bro, like for real, like I understand where y'all come from because this shit took a lot of hours. This shit took a lot of boring ass hours, bro. Right. Just sitting there, just like, just turning knobs up and down. Like you don't even know what you're doing. Like you just turning knobs up and down, trying to figure out a sound. Like
yeah.
And that's what it take, and that's what like anybody tell you that like you got to figure out like that shit, and it's best for you to know like how all this stuff work. You know what I'm saying? So you can once you make it big, or if you do like you hit these big studios, bro, they gonna love you because they gonna be like, man, this dude like he know how to he know what he want his voice sound like, he know like he know what he want his auto tune levels to be at, like he know how to come in and lay down his tracks the way he want to lay it down, you know what I'm saying? And they're going to take you a lot more serious because they ain't going to take you seriously when you come in there and you don't even know, like, you can't even get a good sound out, you know what I'm saying? Because you just like, man, like, you look so unfamiliar.
Like, shit, yeah. Hell yeah, that's real. So, all right, so you rap in a middle school type situation. How did you make it like to your first show? Like how did you get hip to like the show scene of this local shit?
I don't see. Now I'm trying to see. Now I'm trying to think. I think I met. I think I met Duke first.
Yeah, shout out to Duke. That's my boy.
And out of a whim, I just had maybe like one or two rappers on my Facebook, and like, I just like was like, "Are he a rapper?" Like, so like, I went on his shit, like started adding niggas, started just adding, and then I started talking shit. Like that's exactly what I did. I was a little kid though, so like really like you know what I'm saying. Like I don't suggest doing this now like for anybody, but like that's what I did. Like I started talking shit. I seen niggas who like I felt like that had a good buzz but didn't have the talent, so I started talking shit, and I just fucking people see me talking shit, and then you know eventually a lot of that hate, you know, we just turned to love for each other, and then I met Duke, and then yeah, like he was real cool from the start, and then he was just like out of the I went out on a whim, and he was just like, yo, I'm looking for a co-host for a podcast, and I was like, shit, fuck it, like I want to be on there, like whatever, and like at the time I had no idea what I was getting myself into, you know what I'm saying, but I did it, you know what I'm saying, because I really wanted to get out there and stuff. So, and then I met him, and then from him, it was just catching on, reaching out to you, like trying to get on them shows. Got on that that first show, and then like I met people like RP JoJo Goon.
Yeah,
I met him. People like him, like him and Rico showed the hella love to me when I was a little ass kid. Like they put me on the Nike Turbo show.
Hell yeah.
You know, I just kept moving, and then one day I was like, after a while of me doing like shows and stuff, and I graduated high school, and one night I went to Vaterite for a little bit to learn how to mix some more, and then I moved to Park Hills pretty much like 2019.
Yeah. Was that the Nelly school?
Yeah.
What was that experience like? Because I know a handful of people that did that. So like, what was that like? Because it's unique. You know what I'm saying? Like that was kind of the first of some shit to do.
A lot of people. Your opinion pretty much come off of like what you really was expecting to pull up and really do. A lot of people wanted to go because they thought it was a school to become a famous rapper. That wasn't the case. You know what I'm saying? It was. You know, They had songwriting classes, of course, but they was more like electives.
Yeah.
But it was decent. I learned a lot of stuff. I didn't even finish, and I learned a lot of stuff that I didn't know that really helped me, you know, become a better engineer and just all around music business too. A lot of history, a lot of skills. We had. What's the dude? We had a couple famous like in the industry teachers too. Like it wasn't no bullshit. Like they had some real deal teachers in there. Like like teaching, but like you got to pay attention, bro. You had to have like the patience and the brain capacity to really want to sit there and learn and all that shit. But no, it's decent, bro. But it ain't a come up to get famous or become the next big rapper or nothing like that.
It's an opportunity to learn some shit.
So you want to learn some shit, but you can, you know, just like any opportunity, you can take that opportunity and you can make something really big out of it, or you can do nothing with it, you know.
Yeah, hell yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up for sure. So all right, so. What a lot of people do know, if they follow you, like they know that like you're legally like you're blind or whatever. Now, were you born blind or like did something happen like in your childhood?
All right, so everybody can get it right. I was born blind in one eye, my left eye, due to a cataract that I guess they couldn't fix, or I think my dad said I had some surgeries, but they couldn't fix it. So for blinding with my left eye, and then around like 11, 12, like I started having complications in my right, and I went through surgeries after surgeries and stuff, and eventually it just gave up. Too many surgeries, too much damage on my eyes, you know, too much not taking care of, too much, you know, not following the rules and stuff, like the protocols of somebody with my eye condition should should take type shit. Cause what like I have a detached retina, so pretty much when you have that, like they want you first, like you have surgery, they want you to sit in bed like face down, lay on your stomach with your face towards like in the pillow for 2 weeks straight. That's already hard enough. Yeah. But they also don't want you to do no physical activity like they don't want you no physical sports, roller coasters. None. So like you take away all the fun. So like no, like like no, like you got me fucked up. Like and at the same time, like I'm going through the my sister, she passed away from cancer. So at the same time, like a couple of years, I'm going through the vision stuff. My sister battling cancer. So like life is short. So like I'm not worrying about the rules and regulations and stuff. Like I'm out acting a fool. Like the night I went the night my vision started really going bad, like where I couldn't really see nothing for real. Like the day before, I was in Park Hills hanging out with some friends, and I just was down there visiting, and we was at the river and shit during the summer, and we was playing around the river, wrestling and whatnot and shit. Like just had a crazy fun ass day. You know what I'm saying? And then woke up the next day and poof, like it was like man, like it's all fucked up. Like and it wasn't no coming back from then. So,
what age was that?
I was like 16.
Okay.
I was like 16, maybe 15. You know what I'm saying? Around the time, I went blind. My sister died like the same year. So so that was like one of the last things. Like my last memories, like my vision started acting, and then my sister like passed later on that year. Yeah. So it was a crazy ass time. Like that's what I'm saying. Like back then, like I was blind, bro, but shit wasn't no normal ass life. Like we was still like going through some crazy ass shit. Like shit was too crazy. Like so, but yeah, 16, and then I mean. Ain't nothing changed for real, cause when I was born, when I was 12, 13, going through the surgeries and shit like that. That was pretty much like my get ready, like get ready to you might never be able to see nothing ever again. So that's pretty much like I took that. I did. I did all the things that I like doing and stuff like that. Like I played video games, rode bikes, still played basketball. Like for the time that I had, and that day that I woke up and couldn't see shit, and I ain't cry or nothing. Like I just kept it pushing. You know what I'm saying? Like and just kept it real. Just kept it pushing. Just kept the music going. Like and like it was nothing. Like that's what people always say. Like nigga, like you took that shit like easy as fuck. But like what can I do, bro? Like I'm not finna like, bro, like, this motherfucker's, like, out here with no legs and shit, and I feel bad for them, like.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, being blind ain't nothing, bro. Like, you still got so much other shit to do. Yeah, you can't drive. Yeah, you can't read. You might not be able to walk, like, certain places by yourself, but, like, it ain't bad, bro. Like, you still can be a normal person, you know what I'm saying?
No, you can still live a full life, bro.
Yeah.
And you're a shining example of that.
Yeah, like we was still like I wasn't the only, you know what I'm saying? Just like I'm not the only blind nigga. Like Zyyy, same way. Like like and that nigga like shit, he done more than I done, you know what I'm saying? And like but we both was still like acting fools. We was still in the trap, like we was still selling pounds, like we was still like going crazy, like cause we wanted to prove that point, like nigga. Just because we two blind dudes, like like that don't matter. Like we still was toting like the Dracos and shit like that. We was going crazy, like
outside.
Like we was going stupid. Definitely in Park Hills, like they know, like we going crazy in Park Hills, like
Respect, like for sure. So speaking of Park Hills, bro, like just give me like the rundown on the area. You know what I'm saying? Like get everybody hip. Like if you had to describe it, like in a short paragraph, what would you say about it?
It's very home-like, but it can get really crazy at the same time. And what I really mean is like small town vibes. It's a little dense, but it ain't too dense. People care for one another. Like you can be a homeless motherfucker out there and on the street, and you see all it takes is one person for you to meet one person, and they be like, "Man, come on, like, come live with me." Like,
that's
and that's
beautiful.
but you can also end up in the wrong place. You know what I'm saying, by that shit, because, you know what I'm saying, it's a lot of high, you know, our area is known for a lot of high profile murders and just different situations, you know, and so it can get crazy, but at the same time, it also has a lot of nice areas. It's a lot of rich folks. It's a lot of opportunity or potential, I should say, in the 573 in St. Francis County, Park Hills, Farmington, Bonne-Terre. You know, it's a lot of potential in the town. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely something that everybody should be looking towards, you know what I'm saying, in the future, because they building a lot, you know what I'm saying, and they got a lot of room to build.
No, I feel that. So earlier you were talking about the homeboy Zyyyyy, and he's also blind.
Zyyyyy.
Zyyyyy. I fuck niggas.
Yeah.
I fuck niggas names up for a living, bro. I promise you.
Yeah.
How did you meet homeboy?
So we went to the Missouri School for the Blind together. That's pretty much how we met. Like, that's our I used to, you know, for the longest, we used to ride to school together. It'd just be me, him, and this other black dude. He was also blind. It was just me, him, and he would just be in the back seat of the van, like the whole school ride. Like, he was like a couple grades under than me, so he never talked for much. And then, like, one day we had like a joint class or something, and it was like we were talking careers, and he was like, "I want to be a singer." And I was like, shit, I want to be a rapper. And I don't know. And he say, you ask him, he say, I told him that he can't be a singer, that he should be a rapper. But obviously, he has an amazing voice. So, like, that's really, like,
sure.
He's really good. But that's kind of like how we started connecting. And then, like, from there, like, you know, when he finally came in high school and stuff, we all started hanging, and then you know, just spending more time together, and just, you know, that's my best friend. You know, that's my ride or die, my day one. You know what I'm saying? I was just with the nigga not too long ago, like a week ago. You know what I'm saying? He just dropped his album. You know, so I was helping him with that. You know what I'm saying? So, like, yeah, that's my bro.
Respect that for sure.
That's my bro.
How many songs y'all got together?
Shit, we been making music since I started. Yeah. My second studio session was his first. As soon as I got back, as soon as I got in the studio, I was like, shit, you ready to get in the studio? He got in. So we been making music for a long time, man. Like, shit, we got so many songs. I don't even know. I can't even tell you for real. Like, each album we put out, like, we on there. Like, on my album coming up, he featured twice. His album just dropped. I'm on there once, and the album he dropped on that before. Shit, I was on that bitch. I was on that bitch twice too. Shit, so like, we work all the time, bro. Like, shit, if I ask him to cook me up a hook or something, he'll send me a hook, or if he need a verse, I'll do a verse or whatever. You know?
That's real, yeah. It pays to have homies like that, for real. It keeps the creative juices going too. You know what I'm saying?
We really, and that's how me and him is, because we're really like, we'll do some music and shit, and then we'll really like hop on the phone and be like, man, like, this shit right here, like, man, like, you gotta do more shit like this, or like, you really snapped on this one, like, I feel like he just did like this one trap song. He did this. It's all something like a rock beat, but it's all trap, and it's like it's one of his hardest songs yet, right? And we agree on that, and I told him, like, straight up, like, man, like, he sent me the version. He sent me, it was like a minute or 30 minutes long. I was like, no, gang, like, you snapping, but you gotta do that whole beat. You know what I'm saying? Like, do the whole beat, the rest of the beat. You know what I'm saying? And then he was like, all right, came back with the whole beat, man. Banger. I was like, see, man, like, what I, like, you know. And then he do the same thing. Like, he'd tell me, like, you know what I'm saying, like, you should do this, like, bro, you dope your hooks, bro, like, you know what I'm saying, like, focus on this, or like, try to do this, or, you know. So, like, you know what I'm saying, we really, you know, and we want to, like, if I write a hard ass bar, like, he like, damn, like, let me write a hard ass, you know what I'm saying. We really feed off each other like that and shit.
That's real. Hell yeah, for sure. So, you had the podcast with the homeboy Wook type shit. So, like, how did you navigate through, like, the local, like, rap scene? Like, so from these podcast days, like, what was the next step after that?
I think our podcast it didn't even last that long. I think it lasted a few months. Wook ended up getting like had a record deal with somebody and ended up going on tour.
Yeah, so Wook stay in some shit.
Yeah, so I think from there, I don't even want to tell y'all this, bro, because his name is Taboo, gang. His name is Taboo, but I spent a lot of time with Les. And
no, I'm playing. I'm still here. Yeah, I ain't gonna leave you, nephew. It's cool.
I spent a lot of time. I spent a lot of time, but this was before he snapped.
Yeah,
this is before he snapped, man. And y'all want to know why he snapped, gang, man? He snapped because of me, man.
Not you were the devil's advocate,
man, but I spent a lot of time with Les and Lil Davy and shit.
Okay, yeah. Is Lil Davy still around?
Yeah. You know, you gotta check for him with Travis Corley and stuff like that. He's usually over there at Misty Nights Club and stuff.
Say word.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I talk to him every now and then. Yeah, cause he was at that. Remember, he was at the Twerk Fest. Remember?
The Big Lou Twerk Fest?
Yeah, he was at Twerk Fest.
Bow. Yeah. You right. Now it's all. Yeah, I got you. Yeah.
But yeah. So yeah. But yeah, I did a lot of time with Les because Les he seen me at I think I did like a Nate Moore birthday bash, and that's like a really where a lot of people like.
He used to pack it out. Shout out to the homeboy Nate Moore.
Yeah, he used to put me on every show that he would have. Yeah, so I did that, and then that's when a lot of people started like hitting me up and shit. So like Les was like one of the first ones. Like, what's up, bro? Like he showed me a lot of love in the beginning. Like he took me to meet other people and network and stuff. He encouraged me to like enter I was making beats for a little bit, so he encouraged me to enter a couple beat battles and shit with Fresh Produce and stuff, and like he was really that like my main supporter, like in the crowd, like going crazy, like that dude, and then I moved away, man, and he was pissed about it. Yeah. He was mad at me for moving an hour away, but it's like it was like, you know, it was opportunity type shit, and I was kind of like following my heart, and a lot of like the pressure and what's behind it and shit like that. Like a lot of things was behind me moving to Park Hills. Yeah. And you know what I'm saying, and at the same time he was trying to quit doing Xans and stuff. Yeah. And he was going through, I guess, heavier withdrawals. And then, I don't know, bro. One day he was just like, nigga, like, who the fuck said I couldn't say nigga? And then everybody was like, oh, yeah, he's done for. Like, and it was crazy is, bro, like, people gonna kill me for this, bro. Like, I ain't even, like, I get why everybody mad at him, bro, but I thought the shit was hilarious. like I was like, I seen the video and I was laughing. I was rolling on my floor laughing. I was just like, bro, like he ain't had to do that, bro. Like what he own, like, cause he was already like before then he was already like making videos, just snapping on random celebrity. Like you will be on his Instagram and
he got spicy. Yeah,
he was like fuck Drake, and I was like, like whoa, like you know, it's way before not like us, you know, like. But yeah, so I hung around him, and then I moved down here, and then he snapped, and then that's when he just disappeared. Nobody knows.
And that was one of your biggest supporters.
Biggest supporters, one of my biggest homies, man. He's the fucking my 19th birthday. Fucking, I ain't had nobody to hang out with or nothing, and he was like, "Shit, what you want to do?" And he was like, "Shit, you trying to go to the strip club?" And then we was going, but then but I wanted to like take my homies, couple of my homies and shit. They ended up backing out. Yeah. But we ended up going to Les' crib and shit. And he ended up like buying me like a bunch of food and shit, a bunch of alcohol and shit, smoked me out and shit. Like I fucked up. Hell yeah. You know what I'm saying? We did a lot of drugs that night. Yeah, bro, dude is a real friend for real. It's just sad, you know, that's how drugs are, you know what I'm saying?
They'll do it to you, yeah.
They'll do it to you, make you go crazy and say some really stupid ass shit that sometimes you may not be able to come back from. So like me and Lil Davey still don't know where he's at. Like I talk to him about it all the time, like, bro, where that nigga let's go? Like, bro, we don't know, like we got like conspiracy theories on like where he ended up type shit. But,
yeah. Jeez, yeah, that's a name that I ain't even heard. And honestly, I wasn't even like when you hit me up for the interview. Like, I almost forgot y'all had history till you brought it up. I'm like, yeah, y'all niggas was around each other for a little minute or whatever for real. But, like, I don't know. Like, when I think about Les, on one end, I just got to think about my one-on-ones with him and seeing him out and about and doing business with him and having a, you know, he was all right. He was cool. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like, he was cool.
He put me on to a lot of shit that, like, cause like I was just a kid, bro. Like, for real, like I didn't even know like that you can even act a certain way. Like sometimes, like, but he really showed me, like I didn't smoke weed until I met him. Yeah. But like, and then a bad thing is just like before then, like I had a lot of trouble sleeping. Like, I deal with major insomnia on a daily basis. So like, but back then it was really bad. Like I would get like 30 minutes to an hour of sleep before I had to go to school. Yeah. But man, me and him, you know what I'm saying? My first time I got high as fuck at Lil Davy crib with him and what's my bro's name? Jordan Bear and what's the other one, bro?
You talking about Matt?
Matt, yeah.
With them bringing up all kinds of names.
Yeah. I was wrong for a while.
Shout out to Bear and Matt though. They cool as fuck though. Yeah. I got it in with them a few times. They some good dudes for Double F gang.
Yeah, we got high as hell. We had a studio session. We was all on one song that I don't even know that didn't even get released because it was all behind Les. Les got rid of everything that we did on Instagram.
Straight like that.
Yeah, but yeah, so yeah, he really like he helped me out. I think that same time he was beefing with my best friend from school, not Zyyy, but you know I got another one, James. Me and James don't really talk no more, but at the time, you know, James was he was the only nigga close to me type shit in the city in St. Louis. So I hung out with him a lot, but then James went back to Park Hill, so I kind of like followed him back, you know, down there type shit. And then, but they had a problem, you know, with each other type shit. So I guess he kind of got like salty about that shit. But like, it was a petty ass issue. And from the beginning, like it was stupid. Like,
but sometimes people just be crashing out, or whatever. Like,
that's what Les was. He was the crasher out.
So like I was saying, is like when I seen him out and about, did a show with him. I'm not sure how many times I booked him, but like there's been so many situations we were part of together. The one-on-ones weren't that bad, but like I tell like a lot of people, like people got to understand like that word is bigger. It's bigger than them. You know what I'm saying? It's like I don't care how many niggas you cool with, how many blunts you done smoked, or you know what I'm saying, or what motherfuckers let you get away with in private. You know what I'm saying? Like it's bigger than you, bro.
And this is kind of how it is in like Park Hills and shit. Like a lot of white people, obviously, like it's like 95% white people, bro. Like the black people is short. Like it's a few of us. Like most of them is related. But like a lot of white people, bro, they say nigga down there, bro. No cap, bro. They say it to each other, bro. They call each other, bro. They like, and that's real, bro. Like they do that shit everywhere, bro. Like white people say nigga to each other, but like I tell them like straight up, like you know, like I get it, like. You say it, whatever, but like when you definitely expect like when it's something like dudes who want to do like rap music and stuff, I'm like, dude, when you hop on like a mic or you hop in front of a camera and you say that word, bro, you just gotta be ready because people not gonna take it like how you gonna take it, or like how I might be cool with it because I get it like type shit, but like
this ain't a house party.
You know what I'm saying? Like you never, you gotta understand like the media has its perception, you know. No matter what word it is, it could be the N word, it could be the R word. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be ready for what the pain behind that word, and you know you gotta understand it. And then people, not everybody gonna be okay with it. You know?
No, for real. Like I always say, like if I don't have the energy to check a person every time they do that, just because I don't have the energy to check them, just know like if some shit pop off, like I don't got your back.
Yeah, you can't.
There's no, I ain't got your back. Some niggas try to jump you, I ain't got your back. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you can't.
I don't have the energy to check every ignorant person in the world, but it's just like, you know, it's just something people gotta respect.
And you know, and I've been in, you know, some of the fist fights, you know, I've been in just because, you know, a white dude decided that he was gonna pop off and out of anger. And that's kind of like
I scramble with some, like I think that's like every black boy. You know what I'm saying? We have to scramble. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta shoot the fade if they call you, and that's with the hard R, bro. Like, you gotta let them have it.
Hell yeah. We all got some ass kicking stories off that, like, for sure. But yeah, that's deep, like, for real. Like, it won't be me, but someone may do that documentary. That where's less documentary? Someone gotta go down the rabbit hole. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But cool. So all right. So navigating through the rap scene, what I have noticed about you is like sometimes you get on your shit and you get a little spicy. You get opinionated about like certain subjects and shit like that.
Yeah.
So from a YN's perspective, bro, like how do you feel about like the St. Louis rap scene in general?
I feel like
you keep it a buck with Unc, you know what I'm saying?
I feel like all right, so St. Louis rap scene. So when we talk about the St. Louis rap scene, first we gotta talk about which St. Louis. I feel like St. Louis rap scene is a double-sided diss, all right?
Yeah.
One side you got the straight up just drill rap scene that's like, you know, that's crazy, you know, in St. Louis. Like, you know, you got the drill rap scene. A lot of people do a lot of work with, you know, Vic Mont, Tory Productions, Nico Nell, you know, TJ Films, just like that. Like, you got that scene, right? And then you kind of got, like, the more non-gang related scene, you know, that's, like, you know, everybody else, I guess you could say, like, you know, me, you, everybody else, and both scenes have their upsides and downsides. Okay?
Facts. Yeah.
When it comes to being a drill rapper, in that scene, it's kind of like just, you know, it's a one-off thing. You do a song, shoot a video, go viral for a little bit. That show banger, you know. You did show ops. You started the beef,
shit,
you know,
like
the
that.
back and forths, you know, stuff like that. You know, you know. But that's a very dangerous game to play in St. Louis, bro. Like that's not like a fun game to play in St. Louis. Like
here,
like, and also when it comes to that, bro, like you not getting no shows. They don't really get to do shows often, do they?
No,
You know?
yeah. And the thing about it, because the way you're breaking it down is kind of similar how I break it down, but I break it down like internet. You know what I'm saying? Like there's like a bunch of guys that are like really internet famous, like crazy on the YouTube, crazy on the gram, whatever, but they don't do shows because all of their content, everything about their image is like, yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like extendos, all
yeah.
that type shit. So no one's really booking them, whatever type shit. And then there's like the group of guys that are actually outside, like a part of the music community, doing these shows, meeting people like within the scene, whatever. And it's kind of crazy because if you ask everyone to make a list, you know what I'm saying? Depending on who you ask, you could get a different list every time. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's wild. Yeah. I'm glad you brought that up, though, because there's a lot of niggas running it up on YouTube, but, like, you won't see them outside for no shows. It's, you know what I'm saying? I don't know why. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And, you know, I'm going to just keep it real. And I don't even know about he going to kill me for saying this, but Murder, right? And though you can see Murder, if he ever sees this, he gonna get on my ass. He don't want to do nothing in St. Louis because he's scared, bro. Like, and it's not because he a bitch, because he a pussy and nothing like that, bro. It's because niggas legitly want to kill him. Like, it ain't a game.
It's real situations out here.
Like, it's real situations out here. Niggas really want to kill him, and it don't take much for a nigga to really want to find you, or it don't take, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that's the reality. When we booked Murder to headline a show in Park Hills for 420. And he was kind of sketched out about it, you know, like I don't want my ops to drive an hour or 30 minutes away, you know, and come see me, you know.
Yeah.
And that's really what it is. Like they are scared. Like they don't want to get outside because these niggas talk crazy. Like I don't know how much you follow, but I follow a decent amount, and these niggas talk crazy to each other. Like, and most of the time they in their backyard, not the front. You know, so which tells you a lot. Like, you know. So they scared and they don't want to, you know, get outside. And if they do, like they gonna get a show and it's gonna get shot up. Either they gonna get shot up, they gonna get hurt. Somebody gonna get hurt, or if it gets shot up, the venue get hurt, and now they don't want to book. You know, it's a cycle. You know, and it's never gonna end unless you clean it up. You know. That's why you got people in that scene who have blown up like 30 Deep and you know Murder, you know, they kind of had to move to Miami, you know, and network with Track and get their fucking, you know, real grind on, you know. That's what we should all be trying to do, really, is, you know, and not really focus on, like, you know, these local shows is what we need for our local audience, to make sure that our, you know, we are seen as, you know, people who are artists who actually put work in a city, you know what I'm saying, not just someone who just hop in the booth, make music, and that's it. But at the same time, you also gotta, you know, be willing to be like, man, fuck St. Louis, man. I'm finna go to Atlanta. I'm finna go to you know, New York or California. I'm finna see what's going on out there, cause nigga, the world is big as fuck, bro. Like, and America is big as fuck, and Missouri is just one state. St. Louis is not even the biggest, the most populated city in Missouri. You know what I'm saying?
Real
so
shit.
You gotta really think about it. But the other scene, now, side B is really what I want to talk about when it comes to the St. Louis music scene. All right, side B, I feel like it's a good concept and a good path of what we want to do with it. You know, I just feel like it's at a standstill, and I realize I feel like the standstill is that we need to come up with something new. You know. I would like to see, like, you know, even with you, you know, I would like to see you, you know, take control of some of these bigger artists coming in our city. You know. And being the guy to be like, you know, I know these few artists been really like doing their thing, you know what I'm saying? We got, you know, Kevin Gates coming to Pops or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Let's get, you know, let's add you on, let's add Frost Money onto the team, get him you know what I'm saying, some more revenue coming in, you know, and the artists that he feels that deserve the opportunity to really shine, that can shine in that area, you know what I'm saying? You could really start putting that on, because, you know what I'm saying, there's no reason why, you know what I'm saying, like, 5-10 years from now, you know what I'm saying, you should be the one nigga. When Sexy comes to the city, you know what I'm saying, she should be coming to Frost, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I like how you talking, nephew. I like how you talking.
Like, you know, that's how I feel like. That's how, you know, without progressing, you know what I'm saying, the scene and moving it forward, you know what I'm saying, we can't expect it to really go anywhere besides where we at.
Yeah, I feel that. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Coincidentally, like, I worked on the Kevin Gates show or whatever last time he came to Pops. I got to pick the opener, and Jay Money was down there DJing. So these opportunities come, but the problem is they don't come a lot no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a different ball game. People are kind of touring different and stuff like that. But you right, like, it needs to be somebody, like, for real, because I feel like back in 2014, 2018, there was some type of new wave always going on. Me and my guy Justin Little were talking, like, back in the SoundCloud days, like, Lil Pump was popping, so you could fuck around and get Lil Pump for, like, you know, less than 10K. You know what I'm saying? Type shit. Or this nigga, you know what I'm saying? Every other month it was somebody else. Now it's just at a point now where, like, they're not necessarily coming out and about like that. And also, to be honest with you, I am looking at, like, a lot of the local artists, like, where are my headliners at? Like, I see a lot of niggas that can fill a slot. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, who can I really build a show around? And, I mean, we got some good ones, but it's not as many as it used to be, like, years ago. But, like, the thing about me, like, I'm always going to be an advocate for, like, new talent. That's why we do freshman class. That's why we do Frost Night. You know, I'm very big on working, like, with the youth, whatever, for real. But... yeah, I'm with you, bro. Like, for real, like, there needs to be progression, and things have been somewhat at a standstill for, like, the last couple of years. It's like after the pandemic, it's just like nothing ever really fell back into place. You know what I'm saying?
And you know, I don't know. Maybe we need to figure out a way to get these events, you know, on the screens. You know, as well. That's kind of like an idea I kind of like thought about, like finding a way to get these events on the screens more. You know what I'm saying? And so people at home can also experience these things, because you know, podcasting is a little wave, and you can do that in so many types of ways. Like you can have Frost Night. You know what I'm saying, man? Like. You don't want to get out, all right, pay $5 on my website. You can see whole Frost Night live. You know what I'm saying? You know, or anyway, or how the old dudes doing the award shows. You know, you can have that live. You know, it takes exactly what we're doing right here. You know what I'm saying? Just a little bit more equipment, you know what I'm saying? But I need a cameraman, rig your microphones up. You know, it's not hard, but like that's stuff that we can, it's just the small things that we know that I feel like that we're not doing that could be done, you know what I'm saying? It just takes that little bit more effort.
Yeah, it definitely does, for real. The new blood got to get going, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, for real. There's a few guys bringing some new energy. You hit with Hakeem and TJ?
That sounds so familiar. They was at the last show at Pops, wasn't they?
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they were both on Frost Night before. Hakeem has headlined a couple times. TJ is kind of a regular, but they've been doing shows at St. Andrews and St. Charles. But like they do it like with like a theme. Like the next one is like Rage Island, like bikers theme, and like everyone's like pulling up like wearing biker gear. You know what I'm saying? It's just little shit like that. You know what I'm saying? It's just bringing new energy into the game.
You know, what we have in Park Hills is we have Trinity Link, which is a promotion group formed by Kevin Petty, Trenton Potter, and Amin Sykes. Yeah. And they do their main thing right now. Like they only been doing it since for this year, so like, you know, they just got started. But first, their main thing is the smokeout concerts. You know, Missouri is a very new recreational state. You know, some venues are willing to work with you when it comes to the smoking. You know, so they do the smokeout concerts, and they book a decent sized headliner. The first one was JR from St. Louis.
Oh yeah, shout out to JR.
And then the second one, they had Montana 300, and then the third one they had Lil White. And then Montana came back with Murphy Lee for the fourth one. Yeah. They just had a couple months, or like a month, or they just had it. And then, but that's kind of like new in our area. You know, that's something new in our area that you don't see often. You know, they took advantage of that opportunity. Hell yeah. So it's just simple shit like that, bro. Like. The music, I seen this, like, I was watching Academics other night, and he said this shit, like, the music ain't enough anymore, you know. People want everything to come with a package. Yeah. They don't just want to show up. People don't just want to buy a ticket to see people just perform no more. You know, they want to have an experience. They want to, you know, they want to pull up, smoke out, or whatever. Like have strippers and shit. Like they want the experience. They want to be able to talk about this brand. You know, and they don't really necessarily want to pay attention to the music, but they want to have that feeling that if they go to this event, that it's going to be a good time because what's on the flyer that. You know what it says is gonna go down there. You know.
Yeah, it's official. Yeah, I saw it from the outside looking in or whatever, and I I wanted to tell Kevin Petty that I was like, I don't know how the events are going, but from the outside looking in, it looks like he's doing something new and different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And Montana 300, that's a good pick. JR and Lil White, all that. Like, so shout out to him for trying to bring something to an area that
Didn't
ain't necessarily getting at.
We got celebrities fall in love with Park Hills, and that's why like they're coming back. So far we had Montana come back twice in less than half a year.
Hell yeah!
And we got Afro Man loves Park Hills. Like, I'm talking about, this nigga comes 3 times a year, bro. Like, I don't know if they even paying him anymore at this point. Like he shows up after every show.
He got a baby mama out here.
But after every show, he just walks down the main street in Park Hills with the security, and enjoys the vibes, because it is that place. Like you can be comfortable. Like Zyyy always say, like, you can leave your doors unlocked in Park Hills. Like you know what I'm saying. Like, people leave their car running with the keys in it. You know what I'm saying. Like, so it is one of those safe places. But yeah, like, we just gotta do something new, man. Like, we gotta figure something out. You know, if we wanna, because I feel like we at a point where we do have a few decent big stars coming out of St. Louis, to where we should be capitalizing off they buzz as well, to help us, jump out the gate as well. Cause you know what I'm saying, like, they just hear Sexy Red or Ian or whatever, and but they need to hear it's more. When Chicago, like, look at Chicago, when Chief Keef started the Chicago way, him and Young Chop. It was Chief Keef and Young Chop, but then next thing it was Chief Keef, Lil Reese, Lil Durk, Lil Baby, Lil this dude, Lil JJ, fucking G Herbo, Polo. Like, the wave never stopped. The Chicago wave has never stopped since then. Like, now we got Polo G, Violence 600. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we need something like that. And I don't know what gotta happen, you know what I'm saying, but like that would be beautiful, but something gotta happen like that,
Cause that's kind of what it was back in the day, bro. Like, Nelly got on, and Chingy, and fucking Jaquan and Jibbs got some off, Pretty Willie, like, and let's go on and on. Like, that's St. Louis wave. Right now, it's kind of like
they come and go.
Yeah, they come and go, but it's like we got like a couple singlers off. You know what I'm saying? It's like Sexy Red. That's kind of like a singular thing. Smino or whatever, that's very singular. Nando, if you want to put him in that conversation, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, there's guys, but it's not like how you just broke it down with that Chicago shit. You know what I'm saying? We got something going on, but we ain't got it going like so I feel you on that, for real. Yeah. So I'm interested, man, like, cause shit, like, you my little homie, you my nephew type shit. So, like, you younger. So who are some of your favorite, like, St. Louis rappers, bro? Cause there's generations of us, like, for real.
I like all the niggas who don't like each other, which is hilarious. Shit, I listen to like a lot. Honestly, I listen to a lot of the drill raps. So I listen to Rail Houdini. I listen to his name Rail Houdini. He's pretty nice. And I listen to Monster Gang. I think only one of them out right now. Yeah. And then whatever kind of like comes and goes. Like, a lot of K Murder, fucking what's his name? Fucking just a bunch of random shit. Like, Zyyy put me on. Zyyy really was the guy who put me onto a lot of my STL music, because it's just so much like keep up with, for real. Like, I just had a studio session with Cosmic not too long ago.
Oh yeah, shout out to him. Yeah, good dude.
Yeah,
good dude.
I pulled up
sure.
on him. We did it. We cooked up a track. And then like what's old dude? We opened up for the Odds Montana. His music's hard. I heard his shit.
Oh, Montana tough. Yeah, that's one of my favorite young bulls right now.
Yeah, I fucks with him. And now you know who I really fuck with. Fo Ricky, FOE Ricky.
I ain't seen him in a minute. Yeah,
he was hard. I didn't meet him, but he was at that Odd show too.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, he was hard as fuck for Ricky. He was hard as fuck. I reached out to him, told him he was hard.
Good stuff.
So like, So like, I mean, I like a lot of drill music. Like, ain't nobody like, and it's not. I don't even make drill music, but I don't. I just like that's what I listen to when I'm cleaning my house. Like,
that's your day-to-day shit.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. So for sure. So what you got coming up, bro?
So my album's coming at the end of the month. It's called LoveHateParty. It's like a fucking. It's really a work of art for real. I fucking spent the last year and a half making it, mixing it, just really a lot of hours, a lot of overtime recording and writing songs for it, and I'm like this project is really like that project that like I've been wanting to make a project like this for a while. I made when DT was still alive. He had a mixtape called LoveHateParty that was on SoundCloud. It was before I met all you guys. It was like one of my first projects I recorded on my own, but it was I was going through a really depressing time. I had just lost my sister, and then like the love of my life left and shit, and then the next girl I was with, she was cheating on me with this other nigga, and then I was losing a lot of sleep over a lot of shit, so I just took that time and just started recording. So I made a project like that, and it really something like that put me in my zone. So at daytime, I wanted daytime to kind of have I wanted to rebirth it and bring it back, but in a more and how I wanted it to be, because LoveHateParty back then was really depressing, dark, and that's not how I wanted it to be at all. It's just how I ended it up, just based off me recording. I do a lot of recording. I'm not one of those guys who sit and write music. I spend hours, finding a beat. Sometimes it could take up to 4 hours me sitting at the desk looking for beats. And then, so something clicks, and then I write, what I feel when I vibe with type shit. And it comes out, it usually always comes out really good and relatable, so that's what my music's really about. So this album is just LoveHateParty, and it's something that I really wanted to give to the world, and something that people can appreciate. And I'm shooting it for the album of the year, St. Louis Arts Music Award next year. So
I see.
So yeah, this album is one of those. It's long, just 25 tracks.
Okay, that's a real album.
Yeah, it's long, it's 25 tracks. Only features 2 other artists, and it features Zyyyyy twice, BTA Blaze twice. And the rest is all daytime, but it's an album that everybody gonna find somebody that they love. The women are gonna love it for real, and you're gonna be able to tell if you hear it. You know what I'm saying, that it's a music album, not just a let's turn up album. You're gonna be able to listen to these songs a year from now and still love them, and a year from now and still love them, and that's why the project is so long, because it's really a movie,
Hell yeah. So
yeah, LoveHateParty comes at the end of the month, and then after that, after LoveHateParty, I'm gonna be sitting back. I got a lot of artists that I put under my wing that I'm getting ready to push them out the gate type shit. They get into my studio, and we putting in a lot of work. We finna start taking shit a whole lot more serious, and hope for 2025 to be bigger.
Hell yeah. Much love and respect, bro. So like we do at the end of every podcast, go ahead and do your shout out, you know what I'm saying? Shout out your peoples, and we're going to do like an in-studio performance. We're going to tee up.
All right, man. I just want to, let me just shout out my nigga Zyyyyy. Shout out my nigga KB Shine. Shout out my little nigga Nuke. He just got out. And shout out Park Hills 573. Shout out STL, man. Frost Money, and shout out my pops, man. Let's get it.
Hell yeah.